Hello friends, my name is Miranda and welcome back to my universe. Today we have another book review and I will be reviewing ONYX STORM by Rebecca Yarros. This is the third book in her Fourth Wing series, so I will be spoiling the previous two books. However, this will be spoiler-free for this one until the very end of the video, in which I will give a spoiler warning, so feel free to watch as much as you would like regarding that. Before we begin, let's go into a crash course on some of the main things that have happened so far in this series. So, in Fourth Wing, we meet all of our main characters. Violet Sorrengail is our main one, along with Xaden Ryerson, and they go to Basgiath War College, in which they are training to become dragon riders. A war begins to break out in this one, and it ends with Violet realizing that her brother Brennan is still alive. In Iron Flame, we pick up right where we left off. Violet tries to navigate all of the different complexities, how to handle the realization that Brennan is now alive, and at the very end of this novel, we realize that Xaden has become Venin, aka a dark wielder, aka he pulls power from the earth instead of his dragons, so he becomes something that they are dedicated to destroying. So then we have ONYX STORM, where we pick up right where that left off. So we have Violet, who is very torn, doesn't really know how to proceed with this relationship. A lot more fighting ensues. What do you know? And in this novel, we learn more about one of Violet's dragons, Darna. All right, now let's begin with the classic breakdown of the books. Whenever I do reviews, I will be going over characters, plot, and my overall feelings of the novel. As far as characters go in ONYX STORM, I would say that there are some improvements. Violet is still a little bit stuck up. It's really hard for me to get over the comments that she often makes about how she doesn't say it outright, but she insinuates that she is better than everybody and that nothing can take her down. I think it's difficult, especially because of her plot armor. I read this series and I know for a fact that Violet is not in danger, and so that changes the reading experience for me a lot. I think Violet is an amazing character, a little bit stuck up, but otherwise she's a great main character. She has a lot of drive and passion, and she always strives to become better and to grow. And for that, I really like her, but also the plot armor. Babes, the plot armor is so thick. Rebecca toys with us with all the other characters that are around her, right? Oh my gosh, your best friends might die. Oh my gosh, your siblings might die. Your mother died at the end of Iron Flame, right? All of these things that she has loved and lost. Xaden at least can be a little wishy-washy, especially with the fact that he's Venin, and now my dogs are barking like crazy. So with him, you kind of don't really know what's going on, but with Violet, like, honey, I know you're not gonna die. I know you're not gonna die. I do like the characters overall in this series. Even like Jack and Dane, characters that Violet has resented in the past, I think they are wonderful constructs and they serve a great purpose in the story. Violet is really just my big thing when it comes to characters that kind of annoys me, is that she has a lot of plot armor and she kind of knows it. She's aware. I do enjoy, now this is kind of seeping into plot, I enjoy the fact that Xaden is Venin, not for the character's sake, right? But for my own sake of knowing, wow, okay, this is a different way to circumnavigate the plot armor, and realizing, okay, maybe Violet dying isn't the threat here, but other things are the threat here. Overall, with plot though, I must say I have mixed feelings. I have loved the series thus far, kind of. I have a rocky relationship with Iron Flame, but I really loved Fourth Wing. And so going into this novel, I was hopeful that it would be better than Iron Flame. However, I don't know by how much, because the plot to me, it was engaging, but man, some of it dragged. I just didn't enjoy the plot as much as I expected I would. A lot of things happened. I could tell they were supposed to be exciting, engaging. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this was happening. But I just kind of was like, okay, moving on. I really hope that it's not because I've become jaded about Violet's plot armor. I do think that that does kind of leak into my enjoyment overall of the story as well, just because anything that had happened, it wasn't really a huge danger to the main characters. It was a danger to everybody else. I do think plot was better than Iron Flame overall. I enjoyed ONYX Storm and what it had to bring way more, especially the last 100 pages. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Every single page, something crazy was going down. Like new things, new characters, stuff that I could barely keep up with it, honestly. It was a great change in pace. I feel like the rest of the story kind of dragged out a little bit. Multiple things would happen, but then it dragged for long expanses of time in this novel. But then the last 100 pages was like, okay, it's go time, baby. Y'all better buckle up because you don't know what's coming for you. So with that being said, story-wise, the fight scenes are amazing. Rebecca Yarros knows how to write a really good fight scene. She knows how to create tension. She knows how to keep the reader engaged and in the story. She knows how to include other characters and what they're doing in the fight as well. It's not solely focused on just one person. I also have to say, Rebecca's writing style improved tremendously in the third book. Right from the first page, the writing style was amazing. I don't even know what changed or if she even did much, but coming from Iron Flame, going into ONYX Storm, I really think that the writing improved. And then how did I overall feel about the novel? I think I'm going to give this book a 3 stars again, which is what I gave Iron Flame. I really liked it. I did. And I think it was well written and the characters were great. And I loved the last part of this novel. However, I don't think the last part makes up for the lack of investment that I felt in the first 400 pages. I think it's a wonderful installment to the series itself. And the cliffhanger at the end of this is crazy. Me personally, I don't think I could not read the next book. In the middle of this third book, I had a lot of thoughts about, do I even want to continue this series? But by the end of this book, I knew that I have no choice. I have to pick up the 4th book because of where ONYX Storm left me off. And that, I think, is great writing within itself as well. That is all that I would like to say in this spoiler-free part of this video. If you would like to not be spoiled, please click off this video. Do not watch any more. I love you. Have an amazing rest of your day. All right, so let's talk about the last 100 pages because, excuse me. Not only does Xaden channel, again, use the power from the earth again, to completely eradicate the wyvern, and not only do the Irids, I believe that's how you say the dragon name that Andarna is, not only do they come back, Violet's memory is erased, and she has no idea what happened, and she's married to Xaden? Wow. Okay, let's break that down for a second. So Xaden channels and saves all of them, right? Like creates a massive wall of shadow that is impenetrable. Awesome. Great. We won the war. That's awesome. At least for now, right? You never know. And the thing with the dragons, I have mixed feelings on that as well. Please comment down below what you think about this if you've read this series. I thought it was interesting that Andarna left to be with her dragons. I think it needed to happen to develop Violet's character a little bit more, but it made the whole mission of trying to find the Irids, it felt pointless. And I know it wasn't, because they ended up finding them. They spent all of this time going from place to place to place, trying to not only gather troops, but find the rest of Andarna's dragon clan, and it made that feel hollow. Like there was no sustenance to it. Like, oh, everything we just did is for nothing. Andarna ended up leaving. We know about them, but they're not gonna help us. And they ended up helping them, right? Which, who would ever saw that coming? So I don't know. Overall, I have a lot of mixed feelings regarding Andarna, but Violet is married to Xaden now. And that is what I want answers about. How? When? It does intrigue me that Imogen erased her memory and said, I did what you asked me to do, when Violet questions her. because that means that Violet had told Imogen that she wanted her memory erased because she didn't want to be able to remember if she was ever tried. Then that foreshadows further on that they might have done something huge that could change the course of their lives, everything. And now Violet has no idea what the heck happened. So that's kind of crazy to me. So I'm very interested in reading the fourth book and seeing what that was all about and what the heck happened and where Xaden is right now. I love how Rebecca wrote her missing her memory and also her losing Andarna as a dragon. That was fantastic writing as well. I really felt what Violet was feeling in that moment, so that was really awesome to read. There's a lot happening in this series and I'm excited. I'm so excited for the fourth one, and I know we're gonna have to wait a little while, but I'm looking forward to it. So please comment down below what you think about this series. If you think that I missed a big part of this story, please comment that down below as well. I would love to chit chat with you about it. Thank you so much for watching this far and for supporting me. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you want more content from me. I love you all so, so much. Please be safe, make good choices, and I will definitely be seeing you next time. Bye!